Morning, guys. There we go. We're on. How are we doing, everyone? How's everyone feeling? We're back on YouTube for another day. We missed a corker trade yesterday. Good thing I'm happy with though is people caught it, which is nice. Members caught it. And Steve being one of them, $400 up, which is really nice from one trade. Let's see what we can catch today. NFP today, okay? NFP today. Come on, camera. It's co-host for creating, no. Why doesn't my fucking camera come on? Don't know why it does this. So annoying. I fucking hate technology. Right, 2 seconds, guys. I've just got to put this this webcam on. Nothing changes. I don't touch anything, and just randomly the webcam goes nah. Back this morning. Fuck it. We can't be asked turning up for work. Yeah. Default microphone has changed. It's changed. Move. There we go. What a pain in the ass. I've decided as well, I'm going to get rid of this border. Remove. Yes. It shove me right in this corner. Right, there we go. And you can see the pair. Fantastic. I do prefer border, but we can't have everything right, can we? Welcome if you're watching on YouTube. I don't know who this is. Geordie, is it? Welcome. No, it's not. It's Kabija. Nice and welcome, mate. Right, guys, so we're going to be looking at gold, NAS 100 and oil today. We're getting close on our trade, on our swing trade on oil. You could have grabbed about 80 odd pips. No, it wasn't. It was about 50 odd pips yesterday. We could have grabbed. It was the day before we grabbed about 80 odd pips, which is really nice. Okay, so let's get amongst it. So top down on gold. Let's have a look what's going on. So quickly going over yesterday. Yesterday we had a wingback sell which just missed us from this level. I think we were like, what time's this? 7:30. That's not this one. It was this, wasn't it? Yeah. We had a wingback sell there. So what we wanted is price to come up, activate us. We were taking a sell to come back below these levels, but unfortunately it missed us by 1 pip. Luckily a couple of the guys got activated, which was nice. Welcome user 21276311315. Sounds like an army number. So we just missed the sells on this. One of our members grabbed about $400 real money, which is really nice. So yeah, now the whole crack from yesterday was the daily. What was this daily going to do? That's what we were trying to work out. Is this daily going to flip, or are you going to close bearish? And that's all we were working out. It obviously closed bearish with a nice big long wick, but what's going to happen next? Okay, so let's clear the chart and we'll do a full top-down analysis. Grab a cup of tea, because you've got to have a cup of tea in the morning. And then we'll go from there. So, monthly, again, new monthly's opened up. We're 5 days in and we're NFP today. If you don't know what NFP is, it's really high. It's non-farm payroll, so it can really shift the market quite aggressively. Okay, so you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money. So you've got to be very, very careful with NFP. Also, NFP comes out in New York session because it's an American thing. So that won't happen till, well, let's have a look what time it's on. So NFP is 1:30 our time. So what does that mean for London then? Well, London, it means sometimes it can be slower because people are just waiting for NFP to kick in. Okay, so it can be slower. Doesn't mean it's going to though. Doesn't mean you can't catch trades. Morning, George. But it does mean that it might be slow. So we just got to keep an eye on it. Okay, so monthly pushed very bullish. We broke all the highs. Is this monthly going to flip to the downside? That's the question we're asking. Because why didn't these ones carry on pushing? And all of a sudden, we didn't break a low or nothing, and then we just pushed bullish. And the only thing what could have done this really was news, and I think that's what we've been getting, and that's pushing gold up and up and up. So can we see a flip on the monthly? We could do, but also the monthly could keep pushing. So the monthly really doesn't help us in our analysis. So let's go down to the weekly. What's going on with the weekly? So for me, the weekly had broke out. So that's the weekly. We had a breakout, then we had a bottom wick, and then we've pushed heavily bullish. Now here's the thing, where's the targets? We don't have any targets, do we? So we don't really know where this monthly is going to be pushing to. And when you go into all-time highs, every trade's a lot more riskier because you haven't got the probabilities, because it's only happened once in them areas. So we really don't know where this gold is pushing. So again, the weekly doesn't really help us. And then you come down to the daily and go, okay, what's going on with the day? We've got this zone at 3440. We finally broke above this level. There. Finally broke above this level. But once you get a breakout, what tends to happen next? Well, you tend to get a retest. So you get a break, then a retest of this zone, and then if price wants to carry on, fantastic, it'll carry on. But you would tend to get a retest of this zone. Now, if we are going to get a retest of this zone, could this bearish daily candle be the first candle to start the pullback? And if it is, fantastic, because really what we would be looking at then is this daily too, if I zoom in, top wick, and then a flip to the downside. So could we see this daily flip to the downside to start heading its way down to 3440 levels? Okay, now this is your main support level here, but you do have a minor resistance around this level, and it is just a minor because it's only tapped there once on a lower time frame. And that is all we've got to go off really with gold. So how can we get some money then? How can we make some money today? Well, for me, I think I'm not too interested in buys unless I get a decent pullback. So I think we're looking at more sells today if this daily is going to flip to the downside. Yeah. Now, if you had to bet where this daily was going, what would you bet on? If you had to bet what this daily would look like by the end of today, what would it look like? That's where, if it's like, it's 50-50, that's when you're like, okay, we've got to be careful today because the probability of the trades is quite low because we're 50-50 on the daily. Could be bullish or bearish, so we've got to be very careful. Morning, Christian. Welcome, mate. So, daily, I think I'm looking at more sells on this, even though, yes, we could carry on, only because we've had a bearish close on the daily. We've had our top wick now, so could we be grabbing some sells? Let's go down to the lower time frame. 6 hour. I don't really use the 6 hour much anymore. Let's get the 6 and go to the 4. So 4 zones. Where are we at in the 4? So we've got a zone here, which is previous support. Then we've got nothing else apart from this. So this is the range we're in. This is the range we're in. We rejected here, came back down, created some structure. And this is what I said yesterday, what I want to see. Up, back down. And then what you do is, if you get a break below this level, or break above, you can look at buys, or you can look at sells. But once you get the break. Now, here's the thing, it's going to be quite difficult trading in this zone. We should be coming up to test this level again. But are we going to do that? You have got a minor range here where you've had some rejection. It's not really difficult again today. It's strange because obviously I started this channel 2 days ago and the market's just absolutely shot all time high. So it's a good test. It's a good test for me. But it's been really difficult in regards to reading the charts. I mean, we've grabbed loads of pips, even though we've had that. So what could we do here then? So we need some sort of closure. Can this 4 flip to the upside? Is this 4 going to flip to the upside? There's 2 hours left of it. So this 4 could easily flip to the upside to come up. But we can't just go off that because it can do anything still at the moment. 3 hour close bullish. You've got no top wick on the previous 3. So could we potentially get a buy stop off the 3? If the 3 does flip, take that up. The advantage point would be the high at the previous wick, or if we get a fake out back down to the downside, could we take that off the 3? That's in 2 hours time. The 2 has just closed, so it's the new 2. Now if you look at this 2, look how this 2 is closed. For me, that 2 has closed respecting. That 2 was closed respecting this minor level. So if you think about the 2, where's the 2 at? Well, the 2 is still, even though we're pushing down, the 2 is still in this range here. So therefore, could we see a flip back to the upside on this 2? And if we're going to get a flip, how steep is the bottom wick going to be? How steep is this bottom wick going to be? Is it going to test the previous wick and then start to flip? Or are you going to break the low before flipping? Okay. So the thing with this, we act upon what we see. Yes, we're looking at sells to come down, but we haven't filled the range on the higher time frame because it's up here. But if we start getting closures below into next ranges, then yeah, we can start looking at sells. But currently, the 2 hasn't closed below yet. So we can't take buys up yet. We would need a 2 close below. So we'd need this 2 in 2 hours time to close bearish. Then we could have a top wick to then take sells down. But at the moment, we haven't had that. So no FOMO, because you might be thinking, oh my God, it's going without us. Well, we can't think like that, unfortunately. So the 1 hour, what's the 1 hour doing? So yeah, that's not a confident break for me. I'm not really interested in this one. I think I would prefer if we close back above here, taking buys up. But how do we do that? So you've got a level here. Oh, you did have a nice nest play. So this is a nest play, this. Perfect nest play. Nest play is where you get a bearish close, a breakout, and then you fail to drive, but you close bullish, but you're still respecting this level. And then the new candle comes up, creates a top wick, and then drives down. Perfect 30-minute nest play. So we probably could have took that, especially if I'd seen we had no bottom wick on this 30. Because what would be telling me is, well, we need to have a bottom wick on that 30 anyway, even if we want to drive up. So I would need a bottom wick on that, so we could take sells. That's our advantage point. And then if it wants to drive, it wants to drive. But if it doesn't, flips, fantastic. Where could we be going now? So the 30-minute range now is this. That's our 30-minute range. So if you got a 30-minute close like this, and I got a steep top wick to rule out a fake out, because we don't want a fake out, we could then have sell stops underneath and maybe take them down. Maybe, but we've got to remember that we don't know if the one's closed into this range or whether it's closed respected. The good thing about it, we have got liquidity. We broke the highs to come down, which is nice. So we'll have to see what this 30 does. Yeah, there's no point looking at the lower time frames. Let's see what this 30 does here. It's a 15 done. 15's a good. And I like the 15 time frame because the 15. So look at this here. Do you know what? Look at this. So if we have a zone here, say, right? You could argue that it's there. Oh yeah. Let's put this on. See. Okay. So the 15 is here. Well, the previous 15 close respecting. So I think this 15 is going to flip bullish. I might take a swoop entry, you guys. It's a 5. And if the 5 closes below this, I'm just getting out. Okay, stand by, guys. I'm gonna take a swoop entry, right? My stops are just the low. This is a swoop entry, so low risk. I'll be rich in about $100 if that. Okay, because I reckon this 15 could flip back to the upside. There's 10 minutes left of it. If the 5 closes below, I'll just look to get out. Right, I am in for a buy. I'm in for a buy. Oh, shit. $72 I'm risking. So the way swoop entry works is how much are you willing to risk to see if this is the rejection area. Okay, what I'm going off, this is going off the 15 closing respecting. So I'm expecting this 15 to flip and close bullish. That is it. If it doesn't, not a problem. We'll just reassess. Okay, I want to break the lows like. And this 5 flip. The 5's got no top wick. So I'm in for a buy on this. Am I at? Literally here. Very tight stops. And if the 15 does flip back to the upside, that means the 30. What would the 30 do? See, I think the 30 is going to close bearish anyway. But you could get a 30 fake out at that point. So target could be up here. Let's just see how we get on first before we start taking targets. But I am in for a buy on this, guys. I'm in for a buy. It's all on this 15. If the 15 closes below, we look to get out. Simple as that. This 15 closes below here, we're getting out. Okay. All I'm expecting is the 15's close respecting. And what you find with gold is when the 15 close respecting, that's the first candle what initiates the fake out or the reversal. Let me just tools, windows. Is it properties? Quick trade there. It's swoop entry. So swoop entry is a very, very low risk. Okay, and it's just, it might take you 3 attempts to get in on a swoop entry, but because they're so low risk, that's fine. You're basically saying, okay, what am I willing to risk to see if this is the area we're going to reverse from? Options, that's the one. Notifications. Done. Okay, so this is a 5 coming back up. Another 5 now. Lovely 5. All on this 15. Okay? It's all on this 15. If this 15 can flip bullish for us. I've got a song stuck in my head. And if it does, that means we are holding this zone, which is nice. And it means the 30 could really fake out for us. Okay? That's what it means. So it means we could look at a 30-minute candle where the next, so the 30's broke out, but the next 30, that would probably tell us potentially could be faking out back to the upside. Like that. Okay, look at the 15 now. What's this 15 gonna do? We're getting a really nice 5-minute close. If it closes like there's still 1 minute something left, so we're not out the woods yet. Look at that 5. You get a 5 close like that, that's fantastic. But it's all on the 15, guys. All on the 15. You should be in profit now. If you want, you could go risk-free now if you wanted to. Okay, you could go risk-free now. But I'm going to wait for the 15 to close. Okay, we're up $70. Okay, we're up $70 so far. The 5 is about to close in 30, so let's see what this 5 does. This 5, the next 5 could easily come down, break the low, and go. Right? Oh, I want to see what this 15 does. Oh, we flipped back. Okay. Nice 5 push up that. Here's the bottom wick on the 5. This is the last 5 of the 15. Okay, it's the last 5 of the 15. It's all on this. It either stops or the 15 is going to close bullish and we're going to get that fake out, which is really nice because we're probably going to have to push these highs at that point. Come on, the 5. I'll go risk free, guys, if we tap this level. Maybe here. We'll do a top down on NAS in a minute as well. 15's coming back down. If this 15 closes below, we're just managing risk. We'll probably just get out. Okay. It's all on this 15. We need this 15 to close respecting this level because the previous 15 was still respecting this level. The only downside to this is look how far this 15 pushed before. Actually came down here, which is through our stops. Okay. But this is just a swoop entry to see what this 15 is going to do. That's all we're interested in. Low risk. $70 is absolutely nothing on a 50k account. Okay. Sounds like a lot in real life, but on a 50k account, absolutely nothing. You think 1% is $500, okay? So it's less than 0.1%. Five seems to be rejected nicely. Can we get a nice doji candle here on this 15? And then the new 15 comes down, gives us a bottom wick, which is also the 30-minute close. Come down, give us a bottom wick, not break the lows, and then start to push back up. Oh, the five's flipping to the upside. You had a lovely 5 close. That is a lovely 5 close. But you have got just like rejection levels around here. So if you come up to this level, guys, I'll take a small partial out, and then we'll go risk free. Okay. You might not get up to there yet though, because you need the 15 to close. That's the thing. If we get the 15 to close, and it closes respecting, that then is the 30 closing respecting this level. You still might get a bottom wick to come up first, so that could catch you out. Okay, like if we look at this 30, so this 30 closed respecting, the new 30 came all the way down to here, then flipped bullish. But if the 30 closes respecting, the 15 closes respecting, we can go risk free, maybe take a bit of partial, and if we do get stopped out, if the 30 closes bullish, we will take a proper entry, proper risk for buys up. Okay. 1 minute for 30 close. Got the 5, go on. So you could get stopped on the new 30. It's, do we go risk free, get stopped out at break even, or do we hold thinking the 30 is not going to break the lows? Decisions. 15. The 15's not 30 seconds we push back down. If the 15 closed below here, guys, I'm just getting out, okay? It's all on this 15. So stand by to close out. Just wherever price is, I'll just be getting out. Okay, if the 15 closes like this. 13 seconds left. Oh, you're not going to hit stops before we close out, are you? Three, okay. Right, I am out, guys. I'm out. I'm out of break even. Okay, the 15's broke out. So we'll put that down as a break even trade. The thing with break evens as well, I don't tend to put them on my logbook, which I should do, and but I don't tend to do it. So the 15's actually broke out now, so that means the 30's closed below. So what I would be interested in, when we now, basically what price is telling us, we are still bearish. Okay, we are bearish. What I would like to see now, if the 30 can come up, here's the thing, the 30 can come up to where I wanted it to, and then I could get sell stops on off the new 30. Because what range are we in now? The range we're in now is between this and this. This is the range we're in. Top wick, then a flip, sell stops under to come down to fill the range. But I would like a steeper top wick, because we could fake out. If price drives down, it drives down. It's not my trade to take. I think we peaked. What did we peak there? It's a 15. We peaked. Where did we get in here? I think it was about here, wasn't it? It was here. So we actually peaked 21 pips. So you could have grabbed 21 pips. I'm up 50 cents anyway. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I think I peaked about 80 quid there. $80 there. So what do we need to do now? We're going to have to wait. We need to wait. We'll probably wait for the hour to close. If the hour closes in this range, do exactly the same. Wait for the top wick. Tap. We can get sell stops on to come down to fill the rest of the range. Okay. So let's have a look at NAS while we wait for that. Because I think NAS is a bit better, to be honest with you. So, NAS. Remember we said yesterday the daily had broke back into the range, but we don't know what this daily is going to do. And look what I've done. Boom, came all the way up. And where did we say the target could be? The weekly range. There's the weekly range. I didn't think it would drive with one candle though. I actually thought we'd get a doji style candle, and then next week we would then do this drive up. But unfortunately, price has done it for us, and it's already gone. So we are now in this level. This makes it really difficult because we've actually filled the range. We've got, what is this daily going to do now? Well, I can imagine this daily either closing respecting or breaking into that next range. But we can't take buys up unless the daily closes above there, and then we get a bottom wick, and then we take buys up. Can't really see this daily flipping because there's no... Actually, what is this? Why did we reject here? Well, there actually is minor range here. Then we got a top wick, and then we flip to the downside. So if we flipped here, could we come and see these levels? So could we not just get sell stops underneath the daily? Whereas if this daily does flip, could we see that getting tapped? Could we see that getting tapped? And then we get that drive up. Please. Morning, Stuart. Or do we just take sells below this level? Do you know what? I might be interested in sells now, actually. But I need some closures back below here. You broke the high now. You're still respecting this level. You've had a top wick. Do you know what? I would have took a sell for me. Look at that. Tap. Reject. Tap. Could we see us coming back down to these levels? If so, could we not just get a... Oh, you don't even want to know what gold is doing. You don't even want to know. That's a 6. Could we get a sell stop underneath the 6? Stops the high. Take partial move to break even. Or a pull back all the way down. Look at this. The 4. What's the 4 done? 4 still respecting this level. Oh, that would have been a lovely win back area. 3. If the 1 closes like this, guys, I'm going to take a sell in 23 minutes on NAS, believe it or not. The only area I've got to go, and this is the tough thing about all-time highs, the only area I've got to go off really is this, even though we were coming down. Okay, we're actually going up, but I've got nothing else to go off apart from this zone. And prices respecting this zone on every time frame. So I'm thinking we are going to get something like 1 hour close and then drive down. Probably market execute as well. Stops would just be the high. If we break them highs, I'm not interested. This would have been a lovely wing back sell area. So stop would just be the high for me. Right, I don't know why. Malik Saab, why are you inviting me to co-host, mate? Yeah. Take partial move to break even would be here. My target, my full TP would be this level. That's what I'm looking at. But I want an hour close. Once we get the hour close, I'm looking at sells down. Okay. Take partial move to break even. There it is, nice. So stand by for sells on the hour. Why are you doing that? Notification enable push mark. So long. Yeah. So I'm after, guys. Stand by. Stand by. It's in the community. It's in the trade ideas. If you're busy, guys, I do trade ideas / signals if you like. If you are busy. But you can get all the information is in the descriptions. We're very bullish on that, so this is the thing. So it is a counter trend trade, this. See though if we can somehow. Nah, it's just on the one, this. If the one closes bearish, you should just reject straight away and come straight back down. Back down to at least these levels. It shouldn't break the high again. If we break the high, price has never ever done that. And that's all it is about probabilities. What has price done in the past? And if the same thing's happened 10 times, price has never ever went to a certain area without tapping a certain area. There you go. Stops are there. Price has never hit my stops without tapping this first. It happens all the time. 4, 2, 3. Stop loss would be 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 2. TP2 would be 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's ready to go. We're ready for that in 18 minutes, guys. We're looking at sells on NAS in 18 minutes. And all I'm going off, so just to quickly go over it, is very, 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 very bullish. Okay, we've got no other data to go off other than this level here, right? This level where we've tapped this level. I would have took a sell from there, to be honest with you. Fantastic wing back sell. But if we look at these levels, right? So if we've got this to go off and this to go off, if we look at the daily, what's the daily? Daily's got no bottom wick, okay? No bottom wick. The last time we closed respecting here was here. That's it, okay? What did we do? Price came up, give us a top wick, and then flip to the downside. So could this be our top wick to then flip to the downside to come down to this? That's all the trade is. Okay, yes, we're very bullish, but do we need a bottom wick before driving up? I'm not sure. Yeah, we have had liquidity, so that is a downside, so it means we could drive. That might not play out, okay? But price should reject from around these levels back down to this, even if we want to drive up, okay? Now, when I say about probabilities, it's quite less because it's only 1, 2, 3 times we've been up here, which is not much, right? And it's only 2 times what looks similar to ours. So the probability, yes, 100% of the time we reject from these levels, but it's only twice. So the probability is actually quite low. But then if you go down the time frames, the 6 has closed respecting this level. Respecting, okay? The 4 is also closed respecting. So the 4 is respecting. And it's got no bottom wick on this 4. The 3, the zone for the 3 is actually higher up. The zone is here. Which again, we have closed respecting. Yeah, let's go to the 2. What's the 2 done? Move this zone. Zone is here. Again, the 2 respecting. So everything's respecting. Right? Every time frame is respecting. And when we respect here and here, we come back down to this level at least. Okay? And then we tend to drive. So yeah, that's why we've got that. Down to this level. Tap here. Pull back maybe. And then gone. Down to 2, 3, 5, 2, 1. That's all the trade is. Okay? That's all the trade is. Oh, guys, look at gold now. Got 15 minutes. Look at gold. Look at gold. This is why we said we need this top wick. This is why it's so important to get the top wick. See where this 30 closes. So if this 30 closes respecting this level, we've technically had another nest play. And what a nest play is a, and this is all in my course, if you get a breakout with a candle, so there's your breakout. What range are you in then if you close like this? Well, you're technically in this range. So therefore, you should be coming down to fill the bottom of the range, okay? But then what happens if you don't drive? You technically should get a top wick and then a flip to come down. But if you don't and close bullish, what range are you in then? Well, you're still, because this hasn't closed above this line, you're still in this range, right? If we close like that, then we would be in this range back up, okay? And that's all it is. So if this candle closes respecting, what tends to happen with a new candle, open up, top wick, and then a flip to the downside. That's exactly what happened here. So you had a range here. There's your break. There's your nest play. So that there, this move here, is exactly what happened here. Opened up, top wick, broke the heart, flipped. You could have had sell stops on to come down to fill the bottom of the range. Okay? And that's all it is. That's what a nest play is. This is all in my course. But yeah, if we get a 30 close back in, guys, I'm interested in buys up. Yeah. but it's all on this 30 really. I'm also looking at the sells with the one. As long as this one doesn't drive, we need this one to close like this, which it tends to. I'm just market executing as well, because look at that one. Give us a little bottom wick, but then just start coming down. If we look at this one, no top wick and even no bottom wick, and then we just come down. So this will be a case of either stops hit or you're coming down to these levels. Okay. So 12 minutes, guys. We should have a trade. If you're watching on TikTok, I don't know who it is. Welcome. I think it's Dean Querty. If you're into Forex trading and making some money, jump onto our chart on YouTube. Tag along. Literally, all you need to do, guys. It's all for free. Just watch me every day for 3 months, and I guarantee you, you'll start making your own money. Guarantee you. No, I won't guarantee you. Disclaimers in the thing. You've got to put your own work in as well, like. But you'll be there. You'll be there and thereabouts. Okay. 12 minutes. As long as this one doesn't drive. And the reason I'm not entering now, because I know a lot of you will be like, oh, well, we're just going to get in, so why don't we just get in now? In case it does drive. The reason I don't want to get in now, because there's nothing stopping this hour flipping to the upside. Nothing. So we can't get in now. We've got to wait. It's so important that you wait. Patience is key with trading. It's like, so I used to be in the army, okay? And I like to use a lot of analogies around the army to explain my trading. So for example, I'm waiting for a price to come to me to then get into a trade. So the way what I call is I'm setting up an ambush, ready for price to come to me. Once price comes to me, then I'll pull the trigger. That is it. But you don't sort of set an ambush and then the enemy go a different route, so you move the ambush to there, right? Or you go to the enemy to ambush them. You let them come to you, and that's all it is. That's what we're doing. This goal's going to be interesting though, with the 30, because the 30 is fighting. Oh, we've had a nice top whip though. 15 close respecting. Technically had a nest play on the 15. 30. I think it's on this 30. This 30 looks like a good drive now. I'm not ready for the sellers on that yet. I think I need, if the 15 closes like this, that would be the 1 hour, and I'll take the 1 hour. So if the 1 hour breaks below here, we're looking at sells, okay? But I think I want to wait for the 1 hour. Come on, Naz. But this is, we've only got 2 areas to go off, and unfortunately, this is what I'm saying, it's really difficult trading. If price comes up, it stops us out. Price is never closed bearish. Price is never ever closed bearish here, and then carried on driving up. It always came down. You have got a level here, but I don't know whether we can take this into consideration, because price literally dropped down, and then this is the pullback, and then he closed bearish and he came down. He didn't tap this level, so I don't think we can really take this into consideration, because we came from the upside. At least here, he came from these levels up. So yeah, if price comes up and stops you out, this is where a lot of traders go wrong as well. So if you got stopped on this, people would question their strategies, and oh, my strategy doesn't work. It's not, it's just trading, it's a Forex. It's just all about probabilities. If you're wrong, doesn't mean you can't trade, doesn't mean you're not profitable. It's impossible to get 100% win rate. Okay, it's really, really hard. 8 minutes, guys, for a close. We are nearly there.
A simple one-touch technical activation combination gets circuit 1 of their variation underway.
Do like the gold if the one closes. 2 1 hour candles. I mean, the two still respecting. This is the thing I don't like about gold, is the two is still respecting. So this two could flip at any point. I think if the one closes below, I want a top wick. I need a top wick. Okay, which we could drive. Get a top wick, and then we'll have sell stops underneath to come down. But I've got to have a top wick. And I reckon the top wick could be this a bit. Some pullback needed. We'll look at that for a top wick. Okay. That's only if we close below though. Here comes a 5 minutes, guys. Stand by for an entry for sells on okay. Okay. It's 15 here. When we get top wick then? Would we come and tap that level? Been a lovely, lovely entry there. Four minutes left for the hour. What's this hour gonna do? How is this hour gonna close? What's gold doing? Basically, I've marked this up as an area you could pull back to. Could pull back to this area. Close respected. 30. Come on. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. Ooh. Got some pips. Two minutes for a close. Welcome, Forex things. Welcome, mate. You could have been up $80 this morning so far. Oh, do you know what? I didn't put my tunes on, have I? Okay, let me. See, the thing with the is the music on? Open sound settings. Ashraf Shah. No, I don't want to co-host, mate. No, I don't. Right, is that on now? Okay, guys, stand by. I'm going to be getting in off this 1 hour. Oh no, Naz. It might take a while to get down as well, guys. So I am in on this. Stops at 23757. 23757. Short. You can put a sell stop underneath if you haven't been activated. If price comes up and stops us out, it's never done that before from this level, so it's just one of them trades. Target is 23521. And my take partial move to break even is 23661. I'm going to set an alert. Oh. 23521, 235. 21. Yeah, nice. And let's have a look at. And what has gold done? So gold has closed bearish. Scheiße. Two, three. I need a top wick. If I can get a pullback on gold, if I can get a pullback to here, then we'll get sell stops on. We ideally don't want to be breaking the lows. Sells on NAS 100. Come on, the one. Pull back for us. Pull back. So this might take a few hours to get down, guys, right? Because plus we've got NFP. Because look at this. That took hours. These are hourly time frames. Same as hours to get down. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to get down. Okay, 6 hours. So this is going to be a case of we're leaving it on most of the day. We're going to have to check at NFP. We'll check around NFP, and then we'll just see if we can sort of go risk free or whatever. We'll sort something out. It's Friday. So we're going to concentrate on NAS. We do have sells on. If we can get a pullback to 3550, we're going to have a sell stop underneath. Okay, but I need a pullback because I just want to rule out this fake out. This is it. I just want to rule out this fake out back up to the upside. If we do get the fake out, fantastic. We'll take the buys up because we haven't filled the range yet, have we? But I've got to wait for that pullback. If price drives down now and taps these levels, then it's no trade. It's gone. It's done the move. It's done the move. I go make another cup of tea. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's get this one ready then. Some of the train ideas. Okay. Used. Oh, yeah. I'm on the one. No, don't go without us. One. Don't go without us. So we've got sells on NAS, guys, right? Sells, but this NAS trade could take a few hours to get down. Okay, if you're not being activated, put some sell stops below. And then gold, we need a pullback. If we get this pullback, we're gonna have sell stops underneath. But I need a pullback. I need a pullback to tap previous support at least, which is previous support is there ideally. So we need it at least there. Okay. I'm not getting in on this. If this drives down now, it's not my trade to take. Okay. And the NAS trade could take quite a few days. It is hours. It could take about 6 hours to get down. So it's a sort of longer time frame. If we break the low again, it's probably gone. Okay. Just getting this marked up. We'll be looking at 3, 5, 4, 6. See, stops for this one. It would just be the top wick of the one. So let's say the one comes up like this. Okay, one comes up, and then we get our sell stops on, and then I don't know, price pushes further, and then it flips and activates. Wherever that one top wick is, so if that wick comes up to there, our stops would be above that. Okay, that's all. It'll be fairly straightforward. What's happening with the 15? 15 closed bearish. This 15's got 6 minutes left of it. The fives are starting to. I'll say that. We are still respecting this level. The 5 hasn't broke below yet. If the 5 breaks below, the next 5 is probably a decision maker whether you get a fake out. If we get a fake out back in, that's a good sign that, okay, we need to come back up. If we don't, and the 5 breaks out, and this could be the one more flips and drives. And then price is gone. And we've missed the move. Fortunately, that's what it is. Okay, so difficult with targets as well in this. This would have to be your risk-free zone. So you do have an area where you reject from here. But your full TP, difficult. Full TP could be 3499, which is previous support. Expecting a flip on the daily, basically. Look at this 4 though. I mean, if this 4 closes like this, guys, we'll be getting in off this 4 anyway. I'd like to get in off the 1. If the 1 can stop messing about and pull back for me, that'd be lovely. So full TP for me would be down here, 3499. I don't think we'll get down there with 1 day though. So think about your accounts. If you can't hold trades overnight, then obviously your TP can be a lot closer. Your TP could be down here at this level, because where do you expect the daily to go? Well, I expect this daily to flip and at least give you 50% wick fill of the previous daily. At least 50%. So that could be your full TP if you can't hold trades overnight. Okay. Okay. The only downside to this is, so we need the pullback, get sell stops underneath. And then if the 4 does come down and activate us, what we're expecting with the new, and if we don't fill the range, what we're expecting with the new 4, well, we're expecting a pullback, aren't we? Pull back and then maybe go. You might not pull back that far because this would be a fake out then to the upside. So you might not pull back that far. Tell you what I would be interested in though. Maybe a wing back sell from here. We take the wing back sell from here as the hourly pulls back. We sell. If the hour closes back above, you should be able to get out of the new hour anyway. Pull back. But that would be the 4 closing bearish then. You need the 4 to close bearish. What did the 5 do? Oh god, 5. Look, we pulled all the way up. Ah, this is it. This is it, guys. It's gone. Looks like anyway. Looks like it's gone. Breaks this lows, you might get a pop. It's all on this 5, really. Yeah, it's gone. We'll have to wait for the 4. Fortunately. Ooh. Is that no? Oh, little shit. Come on, the 5. 1 minute left. Struggling. We did break the low again, like. Might have to wait for the 4. Don't break the laws without me. Please don't go. 5 can easy pop down here. It's like we went on the 4, guys. This is the thing, it's so important you wait for them pullbacks. When you wait for them pullbacks, you've got to be disciplined and wait for them, because if you just got in now and then all of a sudden it flips back to the upside and then you fake out, you're fucked. You're fucked. And you always got to think Forex is trying to entice you to get in, because that's what it's doing. It's just trying to entice you to get in. Very, very smart people. There we go. Gold. Gold, gold, gold. She's going without me. Look what the 4 looks like. Where's this 4 gonna go? We're gonna be looking at getting in off the 4 anyway. Really wanted to pull that there. .43 minutes. Hopefully the 4 won't come and tap this advantage point, and then we'll get the pullback of the new 4. Then we've got an advantage point where the 4 needs to tap this, even if it wants to drive back up. So then if we get this pullback, we could have sell stops underneath, flip, take partial move to break even. But we're obviously expecting, or we're thinking that the 4 could drive the new 4. So I think we're just going to have to wait for the 4, guys, unfortunately. That's all I can do. Unless this 4 wants to flip back up for me. shitbag. You little shitbag. It's just pushing down here. Could just push straight through. That's a lovely nest play, look. Do you understand about nest plays now? Look at that, 15. Perfect. You would have been in there. Stops would only need to be the high as well, probably. Right. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. Waiting on for our close. Be back in 2 minutes. Right, I won't be long, guys. Won't be. I'm gonna make a cup of tea, guys. I'll be back in a second. Long. How are we looking, guys? Who have we got on TikTok? Welcome to the stream. If you want to see what we're trading, head over to YouTube. We've got sells on NAS. And we're waiting for gold to stop fucking about and have a pullback. That's what we're waiting on. Look, here we go. This is what we're after. Look, the issue we've got now is it's done this bottom wick. So now if you've got a sell stop on, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. You might as well wait for the 4 now. But this is the top wick we wanted. Back up. What is NAS doing? Have a look at NAS. Yeah, so we know we could get a pullback on the 1. Now, if you're not in on this NAS trade, what you could do is just get a sell stop underneath the hour. Sell stop underneath the hour. If this hour does flip, we should be coming down to these other 2, 3, 6, 6. But remember, let's look left. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours to get down. So this is not going to be a quick trade, right? I don't really like trades like this, but it took 7 hours to get down on that one. And we've got NFP, so we're going to have a look around NFP time, see what the crack is. This one took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to get down, right? So again, it's a slow moving trade, this one. We know we can get a top wick. I know we can't really take this into consideration, but if you look for the pullback, because we're having a pullback now, we pull back to this level. So if we mark this level up here, and have a look, see where we are. I think price is at that right now. So this is this zone now. So price is retesting this zone. If we come up and get stopped out, this is brand new. It's new data. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just probabilities. Doesn't mean now about your trading. It's just Forex. That's all it is. So, yeah. What I would like to do is look at another entry. If we do come higher up, like this. So the 15's got no top wick. 5's got no. The reason why I like a second. So the way I do my second entries, guys, right? This is off the 1 hour. We've got an area where price is struggling. We've got no top wicks on this 5. If I can get a top wick on this 5, I would be interested in another entry. Let's say around this area. I mean, if we can push up to this, that'd be better. I would be interested in another entry there. And the way I do it is whatever lot size I've got on this. So let's say I'm risking, what am I risking on this? Let's have a look. $400 say, so it's less than 1%. It's like 0.9%. Okay, so 0.9% on this, which is $400 say. And this was a lot size of 1. So this was a 1 lot. So we've got 0.9% on this. Now what I would do is use the same lot size on this one. So if I use the same lot size on this, the risk on this one would be about a quarter. So this would be probably 0.2 risk on this. So that means my overall risk for these two trades is 1.1. 1.1% with 2 entries. And then the reason I do this is because what you can do is, let's say you don't like the trade. You don't like the trade. Let's say the hour, for example, breaks out like that, closes like that. We're then not valid, are we? Because it's never done that. So we'd look to manage risk. So then what would happen is, let's say price comes up, activates our second entry, and then the hour breaks out to the upside, which is never done that. Okay, so new data is coming, so we could be looking at getting stopped out at that point. So if it does do that, then all we need to do is find the sweet spot of these two trades, which would be like 50% around there. So all we need is a pullback to there to close both trades full at break even. Obviously, you'd be a loss on this one, but then you would have won profit on this one. And that would be the sweet spot where you get out of break even. This is what I'm saying, it's impossible to get 100% win rate, because this trade would be a break even, but you would have a minus on one of the trades. If that makes sense. So it's a nice way where I like to do it, to get out. So I am looking at another entry if we do pop up to this level. I will be looking at a second entry. And to be honest, I'd like the second entry around here, but there's nothing to go off. There's no zones here. Oh, wait, there is this. What's this? What's this? 15 pulls back to here. Oh, we're there now. Guys, I'm going to take another entry now. Okay. I'm in for another sell. Same lot. Oh, that's my leverage. That's my... Okay. Another thing what you can do as well, if price does come back down to here, so you'll be in profit on this one, you could then go risk free on this one and close this one out at break even. And what that does, you are then taking all the risk off the table. Okay, all the risk off the table. So this account what I'm on, this is a 50k account. There's not much leverage on this one. So hopefully I've got enough. I should have enough leverage. Just $19. So 4-5. So it'll be $600 down if I lose this. Okay. No, it's not. Yeah, 1.1. $600. So I am in for another entry on this, guys. I've got another trade on. I've took another entry here. The 15s can reject from this level. Yeah, can reject. Let me get this onto... That's all. Copy. Is a trade idea. 2, 3, 7, 3. On 8, stop loss 2, 3, 7, TP 1. Second, 2, 9, second, okay. So I'm in for a second entry, guys. And that's what's gold doing. Ah, look at this now. Look what I said. We needed a pullback. We've now got the pullback. This is what's made it difficult though. I can't get sell stops under there. I'm going to have to wait for the 4. And then with the 4, if the 4 closes below this level, I'm then going to need a pullback before a sell stop underneath. Come on, Naz. Drop. Don't be breaking them eyes. Don't be breaking them eyes, mate. It's cup of tea in the morning. That 1 now. Exactly what I said. We needed top wick. Got the top. I can't get in now. Because the 4's about to close. And look how the 3's closed. Bullish. We haven't closed back into this zone yet though. But if you look at all the times when you've closed below this level, this is why it's so difficult trading now, right? It is so difficult because we're all-time highs and we haven't got the previous data to go off. So if you look at this, when prices close below here on the 1, what has price done? Well, we're looking at this level. We're looking at this level. These are the only times prices close below, right? We're looking at this level. And you can't really put this in, but we can put it in there because it's a retest. Okay. Retest. But every time you close below here on the 1, 100% of the time you come to, this is the lowest one. Sorry, the earliest one. So 100% of the time you come to that. 100% of the time off the 1. Right? We've never ever closed below this level and then closed bullish like that. Never done it. So why are we doing it now? It's because we create new data. Create new data. And it's something we can't preempt. New data, fake outs, that's what can catch us out basically. Same with NAS. So NAS itself as well. This price is never ever rejected from here and then made another high. It's never ever done it. Okay. But because we're all-time highs, it's only happened 3 times. So the probabilities are less. It's only happened. Yes, it's 100% of the time, but it's only happened 3 times. So if price comes up, you can't take it on yourself that it's your strategy or whatever. It's just Forex. That's just the way it is. Creates new data. We can't preempt it. All we can go off is what price has done in the past. That is it. Okay. So this trade is just a case of we just sort of leave it on. If the one closes above here though, right? I am looking to manage risk. So basically looking to get out of the trade. And then I would wait for another bearish close. Because at that point, if you close bullish there, that means you're not on this. And we're not on this. And these are the 2 main ones we're going off. We're not even on this. Okay, it means price is never, ever, ever give you a bearish close like that around this level and then close bullish. It's never done it. It's never done it. So it's just new data. So you don't be too hard on yourself if you get stop losses hit. This is what I'm saying. It's all about emotions. You could get a stop loss hit there and be pissed off. Yeah. And you could revenge trade. And that's what catches a lot of people out. You've just got to accept it's just Forex. We take losses. And the way you got to look at Forex, it's like a business. Every business has expenses. And this is just expenses for the business. That is it. So you just move on. Come back the next day. Monday. Okay. So, yes, we're in NAS. And we've got 2 trades on NAS. You sort of want to start seeing some closures on the lower time frame now. We haven't had it. If you don't like this trade, your sweet spot would be round about there to get out if you don't like the trade. Okay, I'm not getting out of this trade unless the 1 hour closes bullish. If the 1 hour closes bullish, that's when I'd look to manage risk. But if you don't like the trade, you only need price to come to there to get out. Okay. But yeah, we're still, I mean, that's a nice 5 close. That's what we want to see. Liquidity grab, 5 close. Now we want to see a bearish 15 close. It's the last 5 minutes of 15. So we ideally need this 5 to either stay doji or carry on being bearish. It could be bullish, but as long as the 15 doesn't flip bullish. We want the 15 to either close doji or bearish. And then you want the 30 to close bearish. And then hopefully that's the 30 pushing down to flip the 1 hour. Okay. If the 1 closes respecting, we might look to keep it on. Even though we've closed, I've just said, even though we've closed bullish on the 1 hour. But it just means I'd probably look at deleting this first trade if price comes down and then going risk free. So we just sort of manage risk basically. That's all we're doing. And you'll see, if you look at my profit on my MT4, you'll see the sweet spot. Once we get down these levels, you should start seeing us around break even. So this is just, the thing about this way of trading is people really struggle with it because you're putting a second entry on when you're deep in drawdown on the first one. People don't like that feeling. But here's the thing with Forex, you can't have any emotions. You've just got to look at what price is doing or what it has done, place it with no emotions, and what will be will be. It's a fantastic song, by the way. What will be will be. But gold, I am liking gold, but I need the 4 hour close. Look at that 1 hour now. That 1 hour came up, give us a top wick. Can't get in on this now because it's broke the lows. Ideally what we wanted, this is a perfect, sorry, let me get rid of these. Perfect Meraki breakout. Perfect Meraki breakout. If this scenario is perfect Meraki breakout, you've got the 1 hour close. The new hour opens up with no bottom wick, pulls back, taps previous support. Taps previous support, which is this level. You can see it's previous support. So that is basically a break and retest on the lower time frame. Taps previous support. We then get our sell stops underneath. I'm not getting a sell stop on, guys, right? But this is where we would get our sell stops underneath. Your take partial move to risk free would be the low, because you would expect, if you've had your pullback and you've got no bottom wick, you're going to be breaking the low at least, even if you want to flip back to the upside. And your target obviously would be further down. Stops would be the wick of where you get activated. So let's say this hour comes up like that, and then flips get activated. We should have a wick up to them levels. Let's move that over. Should have a wick up to them levels. Your stops then would be the high. Stop loss of that. And then if you come down, activate, take partial move to break even, and you're expecting price to come obviously through to fill the range what it's in. That is it. Perfect miraculous scenario. But what's happened is price has opened up. Price has opened up. And then it's pushed down first, broke the lows, and it takes away your advantage point. Now you haven't got an advantage point, then you get the pullback. So it sort of takes it away from you, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait for the 4 at least. And then I need a decent pullback in the 4. What's Naz doing? Oh, look at this here. Look at this here. So if we look at price now, yeah, this is on the 4 hour. All the fours what have closed respecting here. This 4 even did. It's got no bottom wick. Yeah, this 4 at one point. This 4 at one point looked like that. Looked like that. Okay. And if we look at our price, where we're at now, do you think that 4 looks like that? Looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay. And then obviously this 4 then flipped. Ended up closing bearish. Then we messed about for a bit. And then we came down on the next 4. So this is what I'm saying. It's doing what price has done in the past, apart from the 1. If the 1 closes bullish, the price has never closed bullish on the 1. But still, the 4 was still valid on the 4, technically. It's just a case, it's probably going to be off this 4, really. If this 4 breaks out in 14 minutes, it's got to drop. If it closes out like this, then yeah, we're definitely managing risk. We'll probably look to get out, to be fair, because at that point, the 4 is closed above these levels. And the 4s are closed above them levels. Then the only other time we've closed above these levels is here. And where does price go? It carries on. So we probably would look to get out if this 4 closes bullish. Fortunately. Hopefully. But you think for this 4 to close back below this level, we would need, because there's only one 15-minute candle left, we would literally need this 15-minute candle to look like that. That's what we would need the 15 to look like. Is it going to do it? I mean, it'd be fantastic if it did. It would be fantastic if it did. Because then you'd be really confident that, okay, yeah, we're right in our analysis. And probably 99% chance you're going to be coming down to 23662. So it's all on this 15 and also the 4. If the 4 closes out like this, we just act upon what we see. Well, the 4's broke above now, so we need to manage risk. What we should get with the new 4, we should still get a pullback, tapping previous support. So what you could do at that point, if you do get that, close the first trade out at break even, take partial from the second, and go risk free, leave a bit in, just in case we get a fake out. Okay. So, but again, if you don't like the trade, get out at the sweet spot. 15's looking nice. In case of this 15, can we drive down? A nice 5 close like this. It's all on this 15 / the 4. Okay, same as gold. We're waiting for the 4 to close. Exciting morning, eh? Exciting morning. We broke the lows on the 15 there. Is this 15 going to flip though? There's no top wick on this 15-minute candle. So if there's no top wick, it's the next 15 going to give us a top wick. Big bond trading, isn't it? XLU USD, welcome, mate. Currently on gold. Well, I'm not in yet. Waiting for a forward close. Trust me, guys, if you can trade and grab pips with the way the market's at the moment with all-time high, you're doing really well. Okay, you're doing really well because it's very difficult at the moment with all-time highs. I mean, it would be great if you got a forward fake out. You get a forward fake out here, guys. Wow, that would be amazing. I'd probably look as well. If we got a forward fake out back into this area like this, I'd probably look at more entries for sellers down. Okay, you're nearly at break even here, guys. So if you don't like the trade, you can look to get out. If you don't like the trade, it's completely up to yourself. You've got to say to yourself, are you happy with the risk? So in my chain of thought is when I put a trade on, I've already lost that money. Whatever I'm risking, I've already lost it. Okay, so you've got to be comfortable with the risk. 4 minutes for a forward close, guys. Can we get a forward pullback first? So if the 4 close like this, obviously we're looking to manage risk. So what I'm hoping will happen, forward pullback, look to get out, and then yeah, if the 4 close back below, we look to re-enter. That's it. But on gold, we are looking at the 4, look at the 1 flipped again. Wow, 1. What are you doing? Gold is all over the minute. So ideally we want the 4 to close like this, and then we get a pullback first. And then flip advantage point, drive down. That'd be really nice. Really, really nice. I mean, look at this 1. We don't like that 1. Broke above. You could get a fake out, I suppose, but if we go off previous data, we've never done this before, really, in this area. So we just have to act upon what we see, and at the moment, don't like the look of that 1. Pushing. 2 minutes for close. Come on, Price. What you doing? What you doing? 50 seconds, guys, for forward close. Oh, is it going to be first loss on stream? Is it going to be first loss on stream? Really pumping there, don't it? It's in the hands of the gods. It's in the hands of the gods, guys. It's in the hands of the gods. 5 seconds for 4. It's awful. No top wick as well. So what will probably happen is the new 4 open push up first. And then flip. Oh, what are you doing, gold? This is Naz, sorry. Naz. Might get stopped here, guys. Fortunately. Let's see. Last line of defense. Can we even... We've even broke. Have we broke? So you've got a support here, right? This is the last line of defense here. And if we push past this, that's it. Just new data has been created, so there's nothing we can do. And this support is so weak as well. It's only 1 hour zone, this. Sorry, 1 minute zone. We've even broke above that thing. No, we haven't. 5 broke above. We need to start getting fake outs from here. That's it. Otherwise, we're going to get stopped. So we are now, so what we've done, we are now into managing risk. The 4's closed above. Where do we go from here? So this is a good lesson for you. Where do we go from here? 1 hour's broke above. So again, we're looking at managing risk. How can we get out of this trade with the least amount of loss possible? So we know we're going to get a pullback. We should get a pullback. You've got no top wick on this one, right? Which is a good sign. Because what tends to happen when you have no top wick, there's a chance where this is going to close bearish. Wherever this closes, could we see a closure maybe back below this level? And if so, that's a good sign. Okay. But we should see a pullback. The 4's closed. Same as no top wick on that 4. But where's this 4 going to go? How far is this pullback going to be? That's what we've got to work out. So you've got to work out, okay, do I leave it on and get the forward pullback all the way back down to my break-even level? We only need price to come to here to get out, right, at break-even. But could we see price come down to the first entry? We close the first entry full, take partial on the second trade and go risk-free. It's classed as a win. Or do we look to manage the risk of what we've got? But what you got to say to yourself, when you put this trade on, because I know a lot of you will be thinking, oh my God, it would drop in, we're going to get a loss. This is going to flip to the upside, and that's it. I'll close this second trade at break even and just get out, right? But you put these on for a reason. You put that risk on for a reason. When you put this trade on, you should be comfortable with a loss. We've been in drawdown. If your heart's going and you're sweating and you're a bit pissed off because someone else has put the trade on, you're risking too much. Simple as that. You're risking too much. You need to lower your risk. That is it. Okay. So I think we are due a pullback on the 4, but you've now got another support level around here. So I think if we can get down to break even, probably look to close out. If we get down to break even, we might not. If this 1 hour flips now, it's highly likely it's going to be pushing to hit your stops. Okay. But that's if it flips. The only last thing we've got now is, well, 2 things we've got to go off. We've been very, 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 very bullish, right? Very, very bullish. We've had no bearish candles whatsoever. No bearish candles whatsoever. We've got a no top wick on the 1 and the 4, which is a good sign. But how steep is this top wick on this 4 going to be? Even if we're going to close bearish, there's still enough time for the 4 to flip back to the upside and then flip back to the downside. Still enough time. We're literally clutching on to the 4 is going to pull back first before flip. And if the 4 pulls back, could we look to get out at break even, or even get some profit? Still, time will tell. So unfortunately, there's not much more I can do until we start pulling back. It's either going to flip, it stops, or it's going to pull back to these levels. So yeah, that is it really, guys. All we can do is watch on the lower time frames, and what we want to start seeing is 15-minute time frame. Ideally, we want to fake out back below here. First thing we want to see. We want a 15. This is really good for educational purposes. So we want a 15-minute close back below here. Okay, if we get that 15-minute close, first sign of price potentially reversing. Okay, then what we want to see, the next candle to close would be the 30. We would then need to see the 30 close below this level. And what would that look like on the 15? Well, if the 15 closes below like this, then the next 30 and the next 15 could be doji, or we ideally want it to drive, but it might not drive because it might need the 30 to close. So we might get a small bearish. And that would look like this on the 30. We'd have something like that on the 30. Then the 30 would have closed in. And then what do we need to see? Once the 30 closed below, we then need to see the 1 hour close bearish. However, we'd ideally want to see the 1 hour close bearish below this level. because this is now a support level here. So we would, I'll put pink so you know which one I'm on about. So we really need to see a 1 hour close below there. If we see that 1 hour close below there, that's a good sign that maybe, just maybe, the 4 needs to fake out to the downside, back down like that. But then what would that look like on the ones? It means the ones, then top way, would start coming down. And it would be 4 candles to come down. Might get a bullish close or something like that. So this would be the first hour of the 4, second, third, fourth, and then that way the 4 would have faked out. The 4 would look something like this. With a little bottom wick. Okay, but we might not get it. Currently, if we act upon what we see, we've broke out to the upside. We're bullish and we're pushing the highs. So we'll see what happens. However, let's have a look at gold. So we're going to have to leave that for now, right? We're going to have to leave that for now. So 4 has closed bearish. You are respecting this minor support, right? The 4 has tapped previous support nicely. So we could look at a sell stop underneath the 4. Oh, yes, we could. So I'm going to get a sell stop underneath the 4. Now. Sell stop. Sell stop. My stops will be the high of the 1. Oh. Well, yeah, you could use the 1, I suppose. So wherever the 1 goes, the stops are probably going to be around there. Stop loss. Take partial move to break even would be this level because we haven't tapped it yet. Whoop. The issue I've got now is I don't think I can get this on this account. Because of leverage. 3, 5, 4, 5. 6. Stop loss would be 3, 5, 5, 1, 0. TP1 would be 3, 5, 4, 2, and 7, 4. TP2 would be that daily target of 3, 500. 3, 5. No, thank you. 6. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have a sell stop on. I might have to get me other MT4 up. MT4 up and different account. I'm already in a trade on this one. Good. 1.5. Only 1 hour. Modify. 3, 5, 5, 1, 4. 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6. TP1 B 3, 5. Nice. Okay. Lovely jubbly. What's that doing? That. Okay, so I've got sell stops on gold. Okay, and this is off the 4 hour. 4's giving us a nice top wick now. If the 4 closes back above, I'm looking to get out and manage risk. But you should still come, even if this 4 wants to drive up. I would imagine you're going to have to tap this level here. So we're going to take partial move to risk free, but hopefully the 4 can flip and push to fill the rest of the range. And that's all it is. So we're setting a alert on this. What time are we on here, guys? I'll be done at 11 max, right? Be done at 11 max. So I'll be on for another 45 minutes. So we've got, we have sells on NAS. We have gold. And that is it. It's probably the 2 trades I've got today, guys. That's it. Can NAS pull back? This is the question. Oh, we are pulling back nicely. Did the 15 close below? 15. I mean, that's a beautiful close on the 15. Okay. Beautiful close on the 15. If we close like this, there's still 1 minute left of it, right? And the thing with Forex, anything can happen in that last 30 seconds. But if we get a 15 close like that, we then need the 30 to close. Doesn't mean we're going to drive down, right? We need the 30 to close like that, ideally. So we're not out of the woods yet on this. Not out of the woods yet. Just the best way to do it is when you're putting a trade on, look at your risk. When you put it on, hover over your risk of what you're going to lose and just say, am I happy to lose that? Am I happy to lose this now? And if the answer is no, then you need to lower your risk. If you're happy to lose it, then put it on. What is this trade worth? And this is what I'm trying to explain to people in my relentless company, my last company. All the members, it's strange how I trade, because I trade. It's like I trade differently every day, because what I'm actually doing is reading the charts and adapt them to what the charts are telling me. So I don't sort of trade in a way where A, B, C and D have ticked and then like me confluences and then I just go in. And for 2 to 1, I don't do that. I look at what the charts are telling me. So my stops could be, I could be negative RR. I used to trade negative RR quite a lot. Could be negative RR. I could be risking $100 on one trade and then 5 on the next, depending on the probability of that trade. What am I willing to lose to see if I'm right? That's all I'm doing. What am I willing to lose to see if we are going to reject from here to come down, what am I willing to lose? And when you put that trade on, hover over your loss. If you're not willing to lose that to see if this plays out, lower your risk, right? You need to get the point where you're not having a heart attack when you're in deep drawdown, right? And trust me, if you watch me on YouTube a year and a half ago when I traded on there for about 8 months with Relentless, I was part of Relentless company as an educator. I had one minus month on stream. Okay, all the rest was in profit out the full 9 months. But there were still losses in them months. But I had one minus month, which is fantastic. But even that's not 100% win rate, so you're going to take losses. Yeah, you just got to get comfortable with them. It's just part of it. Like if this hit stops now, I will not lose any sleep. Once I leave this nest, I will not even think about this trade. It's just expenses for the business. And to be honest with you, I'm due some expenses for the business. Right. I know obviously I've only been streaming on YouTube for two days. In them 2 days, we probably could have had about 200 pips overall, which members have took that really. And we haven't had a loss yet on stream, touch wood. But losses are part of it. Losses are part of it. Come on the 30. Can the 30. So basically, this 15 is sort of irrelevant, really. This 15 could close bullish. But as long as this 15 stays below this level, it's very, very important that this 15 stays below this. Because if we stay below this, that would be the 30 closing below this. So it's all on the 30, really. I mean, I did say we could have took another second entry here. But when I looked left, there is a rejection level on the 15 around this level. So look at this wing back area. Let's have a look. This is what's above all-time highs. Like, look, tap, reject. You've only got a number of areas to go off. So there's the reach. Okay, then price comes down and it pulls back. Then it taps this, then goes, and that's why I put the second entry on here. Obviously, we haven't done that. We've now broke the highs. So we're hoping that, we're still going to come down from here. But the 4's not looking good for us, really. But there's still a chance, guys. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. And gold, I mean... Here's the thing, we might just need to stay around these ranges for the time being because of NFP. Sometimes it can move slowly and just consolidate because of NFP today. So that's our sell stop on gold. Oh. Mm. Um, 2, 3, 7, 2, 8, and that. 8. Just a card, yeah. Okay. How's God looking? Oh, rejection. Nice rejection. 6 minutes left of this 15 close. It's so important though, guys. You go risk free and take partial at 3,542 because price could just pop down and then come back up with the if you're gonna get a fake out. So if you look at this one, I know obviously we're coming down. You came up and then you pop down and then price. So it's so important you go risk free around them levels. But it's technically just a forward trade. This it might take a while here. I'll be on till 11 and then I'll look to be shooting off. Tell you what, if we get this forward, if this forward fakes out to the downside, guys, we are in the money. We are in the money. I'll tell you why. Because if we get this fake out, this means this area's got more liquidity than this one and this one. And look what them two done. They really drove down. But if you fake out, you could really drive down. You've got candles with no bottom wicks. You've got a fair value gap there. You've got all sorts to come down to. So it's a really nice, clean traffic zone back down. It's just a case of, can we not get stopped out? If we don't get stopped out and we get that fake out, fantastic. But even if we get stopped out and then the next four does that, I'll be looking to re-enter to come down. Just have sell stops. No. But on this 30, what's a 30? Forward close. Sorry, 30-minute close on the 30. We need a close like this, guys. As long as we don't get a top wick breaking the high. Come on, 30. Okay, so 30 is closed. It's closed fine. Yeah, it's closed back into the zone. It's just a case of now, can we avoid... We need a top wick and then a flip, but do we need to break the high again before coming? Hopefully not. Okay, hopefully not. So we're all right. How's gold looking? Yeah, that's fine. 30 closed bullish. The only thing I don't like when there's no bottom wick, right, is means price can come down, create that bottom wick, and then take it up. Okay, but I would imagine because we've had a nice decent pullback on the 4, if the 4 does flip now, you're probably looking to come and tap this level. The probability of coming to tap this levels should be pretty high, really. So I wouldn't really watch gold on the lower time frames, or you'll send yourself crazy. I'm here for another 30 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to shoot off. Have a look at oil. How did oil close last night? So oil closed bearish. What are you doing? Make a decision, oil. Make a decision. So I swing trade on oil. I'm looking for either a weekly close above here for buys or daily close below here for sells. In this area is a no trade zone for me. That's all I'm after. If oil closes above here, I'm looking at 80.37 getting tapped, then a retest, and then price pushing all the way up to 106. That's what I'm after. If oil closes below these levels, I'm looking at literally to drop straight through to 44.88. Very clean traffic between here and here. That's all I've got on oil. How's XRP doing? I'm still respecting this level at 2.7. $2.07. Oh, doing a nice wedge here. Look at this though. Nice little wedge. You've got a support level. Could we see a break to the lows and a ping? Basically similar to this. So you've got a nice little wedge here. Price been traveling down. And then you've got a support level around here. Price is tapped a few times. And then what happens? Price breaks out to the downside. Then we get a nice jump up. So yeah, XRP could be ready to shoot up once we get a break to the low. I'm going to set an alert here and we could accumulate some more. Like we could get a pop out to here. Back buys from around 2.64. I don't trade XRP and like day trade it. I just sort of collect it, if you like. Money, nah, mate. No, not today, buddy. Not today. So if we can get a pop out, I'll be looking to stacking up a lot more because I'm expecting a nice big ping. And my targets for XRP is actually up in 4.5. So yeah. Ooh. Goldie, goldie, we're dropping. We are dropping. We are dropping. We've had the pullback now. See the importance of the pullback, guys. Like I said at the start of the stream, the 1 hour, we couldn't get in off the one because we needed that pullback first. Now we're just sort of messing about at the moment. Oh, I've been stopped on those, guys. I think. What's happened there? Oh, it's happened there. It's just closed me out. Why? Oh, you little shitbag. 23757 2375. It should still be in on NAS, guys. I don't know why this has closed me out. I'll have to speak to the bro. This is a new account. 23757 237. Yeah, it shouldn't have stopped me out at all. Why has it done that? Just close my positions. It does that. Pisses me off. Pisses me off. Zoom out. There's the one. Spread that. No way. How big is spread on here? That is disgusting. I've just re-entered, guys, because it shouldn't have stopped me out. The spread is gone massive. Why has it done that? That's annoyed me. 87, 57, 54. So it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. That is a piss take. You should not be stopped out on this, guys. It's just this account. So what it is, I've got a number of different live accounts, funded accounts, and this is a new funded account. And to be honest, this one I'm actually testing this prop. I don't like the look of the spread, so that doesn't look pretty good. That's not very good. So I've just re-entered, but you shouldn't be out of this trade, okay? Really annoyed me. So we're still going to watch it. So I have just re-entered. So I'm in it with yous. So I could take another loss here. It's pissed me off. So annoying. So annoying. A lovely 15. If this 15 can close like this would be then the hour flipping to the downside. I'll have to message them. That's annoying, that lie. That was fucking ridiculous. We weren't even close to stops. And I've been up there before. So why did that close me out there? And this is the exact reason why I don't use a trade copy anymore. I used to use a trade copier. So I had like 3 live accounts on a trade copier. But what would happen is if I took a loss one day, it would affect all the accounts. So what I started doing is alternating the accounts. So I'll trade a certain 50k one day, and I'll trade that for that day, and then I'd go on to the next account the next day, and then the next account the next day, and then I'll just rotate them. And what I found is, because if you take a loss on one, then you still might be getting payouts from the other ones. So it's a good way to always get a payout, basically. But that annoyed me. I am gonna message them. I won't say who it is. I won't say what company it is. Because price, this is what's annoying. Price had already been up here. So the leverage was fine. But all of a sudden, spread opened up so much where it just took me out again when it came back up. Which pisses me off. I hate that because manipulation. Really annoying. So you should still be in this, guys. Anyway. $57. Have a look at this. Big pips. What a price push to there. 7 pips. That's fucking annoying. That's disgusting. So currently spread on this broker is 2.7 pips. Okay, 2.7 pips. So no way was I to. There's 2.7. So even if price came up on this one, 2.6, still not close. So price must have jumped. Okay, now must have jumped about 6.5, 7 pips. That's disgusting. I'm gonna be dropping them a message today. That's pissed me off. Uh, Why? So annoying. Zoom Workplace Pro. We've done that. Meetings. So member Zoom. Why is that not? Hi, Andre.
Alright, mate.
Oh, mate, this fucking technology pisses me off. Absolute pisses me off. So I scheduled all
Can you
the.
hear me, sir?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yes, I can.
Testing.
Can you hear me?
testing.
Can you hear me?
No.
Well, my mic's. Let's speaker microphone. Hello. Yes.
Alright, I think.
Yes. Can you hear
You
me?
okay now? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello? Sorry, mate. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Oh,
hear me now?
thank God for that. I was about to literally put my fist through the computer. Okay. Honestly, Andre, technology this morning has been a nightmare. So I don't know why the scheduled. I thought I've been sat with Zoom on, but I thought it was the one from the school, which it was. But for some reason, it's coming up with error. So I don't know what the hell is going on. So that is a bit of a fucking piss take, because that's really annoyed me. Also, I was in a trade, NAS, yeah?
I think I saw you, but you got taken out way
God.
too early.
Mate, the spread jumped from 2.7 pips to like 7 or 8 pips. Took me out. So I'm a bit pissed off, really. I'm not going to name the prop firm on here, but I'm going to be messaging them today. It really annoyed me. So, unfortunately, that's what you get.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Why the fuck is this not working? I'm going to have to delete all of these. Previously meeting. Edit. Start. I'll see what. Oh, I'm not here Monday, am I? Lead. What's that? 8 a.m. today. Tuesday. We're not on Tuesday. Are we getting on? You caught anything this morning?
Yeah, my army, my minions have done their job this morning.
Nice.
So they've had a really good week, actually. A really good week. So, or actually no, a really good 2 weeks. It was beginning of last week I started using them.
Yeah.
Much better. So I've got a small challenge account that was -6, and now I'm +1.5.
Nice.
So yeah, so it's done really good. Obviously, it can go up and down. So, but I was letting them do their thing.
Yeah.
I've been told to do. So yeah. So that's good. That is good.
Really good. Really good. That's what we like. We've got sell stops on gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, got sell stops on gold. It's off the 4, really, if the 4, but I'm just not sure. It's NFP today, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I can just see us consolidating today. And obviously we were in on the NAS trade, but NAS. So the reason we've got, I don't know if you were watching this morning, but we were looking at these levels.
No.
Everything was respecting these levels. And then the 4 broke out, so we're looking to manage risk now. So we've got a second entry on. Got a second entry on, but it's a case of how steep's this top wick going to be before.
Yeah.
I mean, it stopped me out already anyway, which I'm going to have to put it down as a loss, to be honest with you. But technically, people will still be in on this.
Yeah.
So, and if we get a fake out to the downside, absolutely fantastic. But I'm just not sure we're going to move much until NFP. That's the downside. But I will be messaging this prop firm to see what the crack was. But even if you're on, I know you message trailing drawdown, but your spread shouldn't change. And I'm nowhere near the daily violation of drawdown of what I put on. So it's one thing I hate about Forex, man. The manipulation. I had a live account with a prop firm before, and they used to do the same. They would just open spread to take me out, and then price would drop. I'd be like, why? And it's all manipulated. It pisses me off. So
what do you think of that trading drawdown stuff?
Say again.
What do you think of the whole trading drawdown?
Depends how you trade, really.
Talking about they do that on that instant account, and that's the one reason why I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
And then I went onto their Discord, and I just wanted to clarify exactly what they meant. And then so basically, if you have the instant account, instant funded, whatever, then it trails the drawdown until you get to zero, basically, and then it stops there until when you get to break even. And then if you let's say you've got a 100k account, and now you are and you get to and it's a 6% trading drawdown, then eventually you get to 1,000 in profit. Then the drawdown eventually it will then still be what 95,000.
Yeah.
Your stop on level, whatever. But then when you get to 6,000 in profit, then it stops there at break even. It stops at 100,000. Okay. But now if you withdraw that 6,000, it doesn't reset it. It stays there at the break even.
Right.
Okay. So you have to get to like something like 10,000 and then withdraw maybe 4 to still have that 6% buffer. It stays there. So that's the one thing we really have to look out for.
That's shit.
And be careful about.
Yeah.
And then also I saw they've got the one that we've been talking about. They've got a 2-minute, a minimum of 2 minutes that a trade has to be held. And I noticed sometimes on some of the trades my bots does, they allow EAs and all that, so that's fine. But on some trades, it's really quick. It's within a minute, a couple of seconds, and they don't like those short trades. And I know you mentioned some scalping sometimes. I don't know how long your scalps.
Yeah, longer than 2 minutes, really. If I'm scalping you, well, I would think so. Normally, you can get a 5 push down that would take partial move to break even area, but yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. To be honest, I only normally take one trade. This is the thing, Andre. I only normally take one trade a day, really.
Yeah.
And then with the accounts, what I've got, so this one I'm testing today. So this is a new account testing, and it's with one of them props, obviously we mentioned.
Yeah.
So this won't get traded until it'll get traded probably every 4 days.
Yeah.
Because it'll just go into rotation, so every 4 days. So with the likes of the trailing drawdown and that, I haven't been, it's a brand new account. I haven't been in drawdown that much on this. So if you think if you get 6% for the day, which I don't think it is, 5%, isn't it? For the day. No, it's not.
I think it's
3%. 3%, yeah.
And then 6 max or something.
So 3% on a 50k account is, what is that? 1% is 500. So it'd be 1,500 quid. 1,500 quid. I've been nowhere near 1,500 quid in drawdown today.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else it could have been apart from spread. I should get an email, to be honest with you.
If you violated anything, then obviously
they'll email me. So I'll have a look after this. But I mean, we're still in this trade. I've re-entered again, mate.
So which one is here on the screen that I can see?
Sorry about that. I'm not saying anything.
No. I'm watching your stream as well.
All right. So basically, this was the first entry, right? Here. which was off the 1 hour market execute.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah.
And then second entry was here, right? So when I'd put this second entry on here, price then shot all the way up to these levels at 23752. So we're in drawdown on both. Now bear in mind, I'm risking 1% on both of these trades. So there's literally 1.1%. I was risking 1.1%, right? So still nowhere near our 3%.
No.
And then price came up, came this high, then came back to break even.
Wait,
What?
they've got equity shield.
What's that?
They've got equity
Oh, well,
shield.
cut you off.
Any of your open trades go over 1% drawdown or something.
Cut you off.
Yeah, they close you.
I've not seen that.
That's what they have.
That's
Yes.
annoying. So wait there, I haven't been over 1% though. Oh, I have.
So just
500.
check it, but that could be it.
You're right. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
Let me
And
have
that's
a
also
look.
another reason why I didn't take it with them yet. I was like, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
that's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look now. I have read them, but I might have missed them. God, can you change it?
I don't think so. But if you have any questions, if you go on their Discord, in the general section, they've got a moderator there. It's pretty quick to reply to stuff.
Yeah. I've had an account with these before.
Okay.
I wasn't profitable when I was with them though, but they were decent, like, and the customer service was good. It's a one I've dropped in the school.
Exactly. So it's I'm not put off them.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that it will fit.
Yeah.
The way
how
my
you trade.
Yeah. So. Alright, mate, but I'm gonna drop off. I'm gonna go walk the dog. And,
yeah, no worries, mate. I'm jumping off now anyway. I said 11 o'clock. I'll be jumping off.
Cool, mate.
I'm not on Monday, not on Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I'll let you know anyway, Andrew. It's a bit more in depth, this actually. I'll catch you later, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
See you later, mate. You too. Bye. Right, I'll have to sort that out, won't I? That's what it was, guys. Equity shield. Ah, you little shitbag. I did actually read it, but I must have missed that. So basically what happened is, if you go... But I don't know why it didn't stop me out there then. If you go over a certain amount in drawdown, and it looks like it's 1%, so basically over $500, it'll just cut you out, which is really annoying. So I'm going to find out, see if I can change the amount. Otherwise, I mean, it could still work, but it is a pain in the ass. So we'll see what they come back at. Yeah. Right, guys, listen. You should still be in this trade, okay? I'm going to love yous and leave you. You should still be in this trade. To be honest, I'm not going to put it down as a loss at the moment, unless it does lose, right? But you should still be in this trade. Everyone should be in this trade. I've got members in the group saying they're still in this trade, which is nice. So, it was just my account what I'm on. These things happen, unfortunately. So, basically, I'm going to leave you with it. right? If you come down to this level, this is your break-even level for both the trades. So you can get out if you want to get out, right? Completely up to yourself. If the 4 closes below this level, you are in the money if you've held. You're in the money. Okay, but be careful, NFP. Now, it's completely up to yourself what you do with this. But we will review this next week as well when I come back. I'm not back Monday or Tuesday. If you want to know when I'm next on, join my school community, which is in the link in the descriptions, and you can see every day, time. You get my course, you get trade ideas, everything's on there. Everything what you need basically is in there. But yeah, I've re-entered on this, and I'm going into profit. I'm $60 up on it, even though I took a loss because of bloody that daft shield thing. So we'll see how this gets on. Other than that, have a fantastic weekend. Fair week of trading, new channel, loads of technical issues, but we'll just iron out the creases. Also, before I go, we've got gold. We are still valid for this gold until the 4-hour close. If the 4-hour closes back above this level, we'll just delete. But this is still valid until the 4-hour closes. Okay, so I'm still in this until the 4-hour closes. Okay, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching on TikTok. I will catch you later. Have a fantastic day. Peace out, guys. Peace out, TikTok. Won't let me in. See you later, guys.